Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. You're on S Motorsports. If you're returning to the channel, thanks for coming back. If you're new, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Let me know what you think in the comments. Today we're going to be going over some changes that I did a while back that I didn't end up filming, but it's LED headlights, as well as we're going to install some LED fog lights. So let me show you what I got for today. So these are the fog lights that I picked up. I got them off Amazon, but the link will be in on the page. But yeah, so they're H3 fog lights. Let's take a look at them. Come with some gloves. Probably not going to use those, but pretty self-explanatory. So I ended up going with the fanless design, and I'll tell you a little bit. I put, this is not the same brand that I have used, Novasite. I have not used this brand yet, but I have used a different brand, which I will show you. So this is the other headlights that I put in, which is H6054 brand, which I've had this in my normal daily driver as well in an H11 style, and I am very happy with it. They perform very good. This is also a fanless design, which I wanted the fanless design. I know some people are like, oh, the fan ones work way better, but I wanted the fanless just because I don't want to hear the noise or have any problems with the radio interference. And I am super happy. They're way brighter than my normal headlights, and all I did was swap them. I didn't do anything else. They're probably 3 times brighter. You really can't go wrong. I ended up putting them in the fog lights in my daily driver as well. But then I got these for my flip-up headlights, which I kind of did some searching. I didn't find anything on YouTube that anybody else had done this, but it was really pretty easy, and I'll show you what I did. All right, so these are the LED headlights that I previously installed kind of before I started up the channel, so I didn't get to film it. But what it is I ended up getting a conversion housing, which allowed you to put whatever bulb you wanted in the housing. Normally the housings that I come with these cars are already sealed. As you know, it's like the H6054 housing, but there's really no choices in terms of bulbs. You only get that sealed version from Sylvania. So I wanted something brighter because the headlights were pretty well crap, super dim. So these are definitely brighter, and it's really hard to tell on camera, but comparing the old and the new, they're definitely, in the new ones, H60 LEDs, definitely brighter, and I'll throw in some pictures of the before and after as well. So then, if we show you what I did was, I guess it's normally the same as replacing a normal headlight, which you take off these screws here, which I will say, a note that I didn't know right away, is you gotta unplug the battery, and then you can manually turn these to raise the headlights, so you don't have to have them on all the time, but you have to unplug the battery first before these will raise up. So make sure to do that. Then you can raise them up. Then you take out the 4 little screws on the side. This cover pops off. Then you can get at the ring that holds the headlight housing in. That comes out. Unplug it, and literally, I mean, it's that easy changing a bulb. But here, I'm gonna have to put the headlights down. So you can see what's going on. The bulb literally fits in there. It was a really good fit. And again, this is a H60 H4 bulb, and that fit really good. And I just put a little wire loom on this to protect it. And then it literally is a plug and play into the factory harness, and I just shoved that down in there. And I mean, it really can't be any simpler than that, and definitely way brighter. So what I did was, I just had to order that Conversion 6054 headlight off eBay. I'll see if I can find the link and put that in the description as well. But I will say I was trying to find one that didn't have like the little blue bulb on the bottom. And they're right here actually. As I kind of think that's a pretty cheesy thing, so I did not hook that up. Let me see if you can see that, but so it did come with those little bulbs in there, which you probably can't see it, but the bulb would have been like right there. But all I did was get a little rubber plug and take the bulb out and plug that hole because I didn't want to see that. So this looks basically factory, except way brighter. So I hope that helps someone thinking about putting some LED headlights in, because I know I didn't really find a lot of information for Firebirds and Trans Ams when I was looking for that. Camaros, there's definitely stuff out there for, but 3rd gen Firebirds, I didn't really find anything. But now let's get started on the LED fog lights and see what that looks like. All right, I'm gonna throw the car up on jack stands just so it's a little easier to get at, because I'm gonna have to pull these out and then probably be able to access underneath. So I'm gonna get it up on jack stands. All right, I think all I need is one actually. That's gonna be good enough. That gets it up, and I can get out of the car a little bit. So what I'm doing is I'm gonna end up pulling these 2 screws here, and that should allow this to pop out. We can take a better look at what's going on in there. So if we take a look at the new light, we should be able to, okay, they already got the connectors on there. This is gonna be super simple. Literally plug and play. I just gotta crimp a new connector on. So I guess I didn't need to necessarily jack it up to get at it, but oh well, that's fine. Took 2 seconds. But what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna put this bulb back in quick, just so I can do before, because I kind of forgot to do that. Hey guys, so I'm back. It's actually been probably about a week. So I had some problems and I'll show you what I found out. So here are the lights that I was planning on installing. They're, like I said, H3 lights, but as you can see, this is sticking out a lot more. And I thought that the housings underneath the car we're gonna allow for that to work, but I'll show you later why these don't work. But then when I was trying to show a test of the fog lights turning on, my brights kept turning on and off with the fog light switch, and I didn't know what the heck was going on, so I had to do a little bit of research. All right, so if I go over this, here's the headlight switch, here's the high-low for low-high switch, headlights, fog lights, relay for the fog lights, and then the fog light switch. So what was happening is when I was turning on the fog light switch, that was sending power through the relay and sending it to through the relay, and then it grounds itself through the high circuit of the bulb. But with the LED lights, it must be seeing that, hey, I'm getting power from here instead of here, and it switches. And so it was turning my high and low on and off with the fog light switch. So, and they do this so that when you turn on the high switch, it sends 12 volts to this side of the relay to shut the relay off, so your fog lights will turn off. But I don't really care about that. I'd rather have it where the fog lights just stay on all the time if I want them on. So what I'm going to do is just end up grounding this circuit. So I'm going to have to find the light green wire and ground that out to the chassis, and then I won't be sending it through here. That way it'll turn on the fog lights like it's supposed to and activate this relay. Because basically the problem was this relay is not getting turned on, which is not activating the fog lights. So I'll show you what I mean by why these don't work when we get in there, but I want to show you then what I picked up instead. So these are BeamTech lights. So what I found is you really can't have anything sticking out. Quite the difference from this, which looks basically like a normal H3 bulb, to what I had. Obviously, these were probably going to be way brighter than these are going to be, but this is probably more or less just for color, to make it look nice. Honestly, with my new LED bulbs in the main headlights, don't really need to run the fog lights as much, so it's more or less just for color and looks. All right, well, let's get started. I'm gonna start by first getting that relay grounded properly so the fog lights can activate. So let's work on that. So this is the relay that we need to ground out. So I'm gonna pop this off here and take a look at this relay. So these are all the wires coming out. This light green is probably the one that I need here. So I think I'm just gonna strip this back a little bit, cut that, and then ground that out. Maybe to this mounting location would actually work pretty good. All right, so the green wire is the one we want to cut, and then I'm just going to end up capping that other line. All right, so if that worked, the fog light should turn on now. That's weird. All right, appears to be working. All right, let's pop this fog light out, and I'll show you what I was talking about, why the first fog lights I got aren't gonna work. that doesn't stick out much from the normal fog light. So then if you look back, there's really not much clearance behind the fog light once it's in. And I kind of took some rough measurements, and there's only the bulb can only stick out a ½ inch before it is going to start contacting the back of that housing. And I could go in there and cut that housing to a bigger hole and get that first original bulb to fit in there, but I just don't really care to do that. Like I said, I'm not really looking for a ton of light here, but you can see you'd have to cut a pretty massive hole to get that to go through in the back, as this is pretty big. Obviously these are going to be probably way more light output, but maybe I will do that in the future if I really don't like these that I'm putting in, but for now I'm just going with the simple install. So like I said, these are the new bulbs. They are pretty much the same size as the old ones. So let's take out the old one and compare. As you can see, the old bulb and the new bulb. So I knew the new bulb was going to be a little longer, so hopefully that fits, because I'm not sure if it's going to. So let's try that. Nope. Already doesn't fit. That honestly doesn't look that bad. That looks pretty bright compared to the old one. I mean, the old one's pretty bright as well, and probably more uniform light output. I don't know if you can really tell on video, but there's not quite as much light at the top of the housing. Probably because it's getting blocked from where the LEDs are at, compared to this one, where the light is coming out from the top and bottom more uniform. But the color is a perfect match to the headlights. So that's a win. All right, guys, all done. Well, let's take a look at how they turned out. We're gonna turn them on here. So we got headlights coming up. Fog lights. That turned out pretty good. I really like the color. Now, as far as light output, I'm not sure how well those fog lights are gonna do, but they definitely match the main headlights. They look really nice. They look pretty bright. I'm pretty happy with how they turned out. I hope that helps people looking to do a similar upgrade. I mean, it was really easy getting the conversion headlight. And then really the bulbs were just a plug and play. Another fine upgrade. If you guys haven't subscribed to the channel already, make sure to do so and hit that like button. All right, thanks guys. Till next time.